All right, good morning everyone. My name is Gina Bhawalkar. I'm with Scottrade. We are an online brokerage firm for the self-directed investor. And today I'm going to be talking to you about what it takes to establish UX within your organization. Start with just a little bit about me. I have 8 years experience in the field, 3 in user experience management. I'm currently managing a UX team at Scottrade in St. Louis, Missouri. I have a master's degree in the field from Georgia Tech, and I'm really passionate about user research, mentoring young UX professionals, accessibility, and running, which just explains some of my imagery you'll see today. My story, I was hired to start a UX team at Scottrade 3 years ago. I grew from a team of 1 person just trying to be heard to now a team of 8 that's nearly integrated into the software development process. So today I'm going to talk to you about that journey and what it took for me to get there. We'll start by talking about how to begin introducing UX in your organization. Then we'll talk about how to establish deeper influence, and then how do you take advantage of that influence once you have it. So where to begin? You're about to begin this journey of instituting UX. It's not going to be easy. It could take months, it could take years, but let's start by talking about some tips to help you get there as quickly as possible. And the first is you're going to need to be knowledgeable. Understand your company's KPIs and the analytics that they use to measure them. Identify things that aren't quite right in the data, and then use your UX methods to help them answer the why behind that. Do that even if no one asks for it, because I guarantee they'll be interested in the answer. You're also going to need to be networked. So when you're starting to institute UX, you need to network with as many departments within your organization as possible. Some of them won't be interested in UX, but you need to find the ones that have been waiting for this for a long time, because once you have them on your side, they'll advocate for you and your team. If you have a marketing research team, network with them. Chances are they were established before you were, and they might have some stories to share on how they got to where they are today. Also, your methods complement theirs. So by working together, you might be able to take advantage of their influence to get you started. To form these relationships, you're going to need to be a consultant. So treat your teams like they're your clients, particularly during that first project exposure to UX. Blow them away with your deliverables. Put in the extra time to do a great job, and it will pay off later. Also, be inclusive. Include your stakeholders in your process. Don't just do your work and then throw it over the wall and walk away. Make sure you include them in design, in research, and you'll get better buy-in from them in the long run. Also, be a break from their day. So you need to figure out a way to get your stakeholders into the usability lab. Have candy, have popcorn, have beer if you can do that. Whatever you need to do in order to get them to come watch the research and see it firsthand. This could be fun for them, a break from their day. And lastly, you're going to have to be persistent when introducing UX. So if you have that director who's ignoring all of your calls and emails, go ahead and just send him a meeting invite. I know I've had to do this before, and most people aren't rude enough to actually decline. So now that you've introduced UX, maybe you've had a few wake-up calls, a few UX wins, you need to now work on establishing deeper influence within your company to really have an impact. So you're not there yet. What do you need to do now to get a little bit farther? First, you need to be visible at the executive level. So it's time to find an executive champion. Find an executive who you think would be open to this. Send them a 2-minute highlight reel from a usability study. They may not watch it, but maybe they will, and maybe they'll have a moment like this guy and come to you for help. It's also really important to be nice. So as UX professionals, we have to be willing to really work with the teams in our organization, willing to compromise. Treat everyone in your company, even the people who don't embrace UX, like you would like to be treated. Also, we need to be multilingual. So speak the language of business, the language of IT. Show them that you've taken the time to really understand their processes, and they'll extend you that same courtesy later on. And then lastly, to establish deeper influence, you need to be integrated. So work with your IT leadership to really integrate UX into the software development process. Chances are their process was around way before your team was, so you're going to need to help them understand how you fit and how to align your deliverables with theirs. All right, so you've got that deeper influence. This whole process has been a marathon, not a sprint. You're probably feeling a little bit like this guy at this point. But the good news is now you're going to get to reap the rewards of having taken the time and really done a good job instituting UX. Now you get to do what you're passionate about as a UX professional. So at my company, I went about getting some accessibility changes, or enhancements rather, added to our site once I had that deeper influence. I'd been talking about it for 3 years, but it took me getting that influence to really make it happen. Maybe for you it's user research or something else, but now you get to reap those rewards. So thank you very much, and if anyone would like to talk about any of this later on this week for more than 15 seconds, I would love to do so. Thank you.